Truth Tables by Yazan Al-Hawaidi. Okay. Introduction. Logic is something we all depend on in our daily lives, and although it has found itself primarily considered an aspect of critical thinking, it's first and foremost an essential pillar to mathematics. History. As we've established, logic is present in mathematics, whether it be proof or other variations of it. However, what is also essential to understand is that mathematics has always been the foundation for which programming and software engineering and gives purpose to the hardware and computer machinery we use. You see, the links between mathematics and computer science has been at the history of computers since the earliest renditions. Computers stopped being mere calculators only when they were able to retain the data of the calculations they had provided. In fact, once computer systems learned to operate in binary systems, programming had finally been able to be done by people other than mathematicians. People could communicate with the computer in true or false intervals. Binary. Binary code is the backbone of all software, which even this video that you're watching can be stripped down to an indefinitely long amount of sequences expressed in the numbers 1 and 0. This is important because computers run a certain number of commands. If the output of a command is 1, then it's done, and don't when it's 0. What is a command? Commands are statements run and verified to be either true or false. Prepositions are sentences known as statements that have to produce either a true or false output. Truth tables. To better understand this, truth tables are a way to visually display and construct a visual for humans to understand their programming. Simple statements involve letters of P and Q, in which both of these are a preposition. They can either be true or false. The content of the truth table can be one of two things, either true, and in binary expression 1, translating to the expression being registered and completed, or false, and in binary form 0, ultimately resorting to a lack of continuation of a specific order due to the invalidity of the command. Multifactor prepositions. Virtually any application will need to run the prepositions simultaneously, which will make it for more complex prepositions, where one statement may be true and the other false, but together, despite their respective components, may be able to operate in a fashion that produces a true statement. This type of relationship of two statements together is known as a logical operation. Some types of logical operations include the conjunction. To indicate that both prepositions must be true, this logical operation is only interested in both of them succeeding. An example is listed here. It is raining and I am indoors, represented by P with an upside down V representing and Q. It can also be symbolized as any of the following symbols. Another is disconjunction, a less demanding logical operation that is satisfied only if one of the two prepositions can be proven to operate correctly. Example, it is raining or I am indoors, represented as PVQ. It can also be represented by the letter or as a symbol. Material implication, a statement that conditionally sets the former preposition's validity as reliant on one of the the latter being true. If the former is false, irrespective of the demands of the output, it'll produce a false statement. Some examples include, if I'm indoors, then it is raining, or if it is raining, then I am indoors. It is symbolized simply by the arrow, which differentiates which factor is the former and which is the latter, or sometimes a reverse C. Another is biconditional. This means that the first preposition is reliant on the second to occur. Both of these conditions have to have the same outcome in order for their result to be true. Otherwise, a mismatch will cause the disruption resorting in a false output. Hence the name biconditional. An example of this is I am indoors if and only if it is raining. P, left, right, arrow, Q. It can also be symbolized by an equation or the 3 lines of similarity. Negation. In essence, it replaces the value set and creates a parallel contradiction table column of the specified statement. It can also be symbolized as any of the following signs. Truth table laws. Some phenomena are so widely occurring that certain labels calling them have been coined. Tautology, where all the outcomes are all the outcomes in a column are true. Contradiction, where all the outcomes invert